statement on tonight's game?
Yeah, really proud of the team tonight. It's been a tough, you know, grind, and having St. Louis again, um, a team that is very good, a team that's well coached, organized, as competitive as any team in our league. Really proud of our performance to create chances, to kind of dictate the rhythm of the game. And it felt like it was a long time coming, but that's a fantastic first goal from Antoine. Cam gets the second, and felt like we should have gotten a third there, and finally did. And happy for JJ that he gets his first in a Lou City uniform. Uh, but a good performance, and one that we can build on. We had to. It gives us a little bit of separation from St. Louis for the time being, although not very long. And it puts us back in first place as we travel up to Indy on Wednesday.
Coming into this week, that this being a third game against them, that tactically you'd have to do some different things. What did we see tonight that was different, and how do you feel like it benefited you?
Yeah, we rolled out in Danny Cruz's favorite formation. Finally, he's been talking to me for years about trying to play a 3-5-2, and just felt like tonight was the time to. We thought we could get at them out of that formation. We don't change our principles at all, how we do things, but when we line up and our starting positions are a little different, I think that gave them some trouble.
You mentioned Antoine's goal. Can you just kind of expand upon it? It seems similar to Corbin a few weeks ago, where it's somebody who you would have thought would have had a goal based on the chances, and for him to break through, and then also get the assist, played a huge part in the offense.
Yeah, I should have said I'm really proud of Antoine and happy that he got man of the match. I think that's correct, right? I think I heard that through my delirium on the sidelines when I'm losing my mind about certain stuff. But that's great for Antoine. Really, when you put Antoine and Cam together, those are two attacking players that have, that they work off each other, and they almost, what Cam does really well, and then having Antoine try to run off of that. And there's a little bit of a yin and yang there that is the kind of special relationship and combination that you want. Happy for him for sure.
Coach, you just had two dominant performances over your main two competitors in this pod, Indy 11 and St. Louis. Now, how do you keep the mentality? How do you keep your team focused on the business at hand? Because you can't let up the gas at them.
No, you're right, Lance. But these guys are, I say it all the time, they're such a joy to work with. They're good pros. We talked just now about how important it was that individually and collectively they are the best pros they've ever been, because tomorrow is all about trying to rest and recover to the best of their ability, do everything to put themselves in a position where Monday we can work. Monday we can train, Tuesday we can train and get ready to now go up to Indy again. And then, obviously we have a quick turnaround and we play Memphis back here on Saturday. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. It's nice to have a little bit of separation, but we can't back down. And once this team starts feeling good and having performances and results that back those two things up, we've done it every year. We have a little bit of momentum. We are humble enough to realize that we still have a lot of work to do, and I think that's been our key and will continue to be.
John, the last game against Indy, you had a pretty strong first half, obviously, and then they came back and kind of in the second half developed. But that didn't really seem to happen here. How did you continue the momentum that you created in the first half into the second half?
And we always try to build off our previous performance. And every time when we look at an area to improve, this is a perfect example, Kevin, because and we weren't in a position where we felt like we could kind of have the same second half that we had last weekend. And so, we talked about it, that we needed to come out and press for the third goal. It was much better to be on the front foot, to take the initiative, to keep the ball in their end. And for the most part, we did that. Again, a little unlucky that we probably didn't get that third one earlier.
Ben Lund is 24th in saves, but he's now second in clean sheets.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and so just like your defense seems to now really find a rhythm as well, kind of apart from past last week, kind of keeping teams out. Where does it start? Does it start all the way at the top?
I mean, our defense is about I know our defensive unit has gotten much better. But it is a collective. It starts from Cam all the way to Ben. That's just what we do. And that's a requirement to play on this team, to have the work ethic, to understand your role and responsibility, to do your job, to get your brothers back when you need to. So it is collective. It's great that Ben is going to get that notoriety. He's buying bagels for us because of the shutout. Look forward to that. But it's good for him too. He deserves it.
Do you think we see this formation again sometime in the near future?
No, I think Danny will bug me for the next 2 years before I throw it out again. So,
John, when do you start thinking about rotation? Like at the point of the game, you're up 2-0. When does the Indy sort of creep into your mind and managing minutes there?
not until late, because I think you saw that we were up 2-0 and felt like we should have gotten a third and had some really good chances. And then obviously you want to manage those minutes a little bit. So Speedy and Paulo, Tosh, I almost forgot about Tosh being on a yellow card. I sent Danny to go get a keel, and then I'm all like, oh my God, I got to go get Tosh off the field too. And it's such a blessing to have guys like Jimmy Ockford and Brian Ownby and Jason Johnson and Keel Watts to put into a game. I think we finally figured out how to use 5 substitutions well. Took us a little while, but I think that's such a, as I said, we're so fortunate to have that much quality in our depth on our bench.
A little bit different look from you all tonight in terms of formation. How do you feel like that played into the kind of evening that you ended up having?
Yeah, I think we wanted to throw something different at them, especially early on. And me and Cam have been working really well together at practice, so we kind of wanted to see if we could isolate their 2 center backs on me and Cam. And it's obviously, we were able to create a little bit of space, and I'm able to get my goal. Speedy finds me with an unbelievable ball. That's easy for me to finish. And then, Cam does a great job on the second one to get us that second goal.
I mean, you could have had 3 assists tonight if the ball had bounced the right way. I mean, just what were you kind of seeing out there? Did it feel any different than other games? Kind of seemed like just a breakthrough evening.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable in the middle there. I think the space makes a lot of sense for me. I think I see the runs I can make, and obviously, my teammates are finding me in really good spots. After that, it's my job to try to create, and I think we should have gotten a couple more. I think I could have gotten at least 1 or 2 more as well. So it's definitely things we need to work on, but it looked really good.
Antoine, you're talking about playing through the middle, but I also remember looking up and seeing you flexing out right and flexing out left and kind of finding space. Was that something you saw on tape, or is that something you saw just kind of as the game went on, seeing all that space that defenders were kind of leaving between the lines?
No, that's just something I kind of do. I like being able to drift, and I think obviously Hack and Danny gave me the ability to do that, kind of figure out where I'll be most dangerous on the field, and it's my teammates do a great job of kind of adapting to where I'm at. If I'm popping out left, OJ went through the middle. If I was out right, Napa goes to the middle, so it gives them an ability to give the other team a different look.
When your goal goes in, it was a really strong shot, by the way. What's going through your head? Is it relief, to finally kind of score your first this season? Are you happy? Are you just kind of thinking about the game in the moment?
Yeah, it's a big goal. More than anything, it just gives us an ability to win the game. I think all season it doesn't really matter who's scoring, as long as we're winning. And the last several games we've been winning, so that's what matters. Obviously, I missed a couple of big chances last week, so it was good to finally put one in the back of the net, just so I can show my teammates I can actually score the goal.
A little bit different look from you all tonight. What did you think of the new formation and some of the positions that it put you all in to attack them?
First of all, it was a great tactic from the coaching staff to recognize what we needed to do, and I think we did it pretty well tonight.
Take us through what you were seeing from Antoine tonight in particular. It seems like it's surprising he didn't have a goal before tonight. It seemed like he got really emotional after he did score the goal. Can you just kind of speak to his play this season and in that moment?
Yeah, he's been working hard, man. He's been getting a lot of chance for us. He's been getting a lot of assists. He's been giving defenders like a lot of help. So it felt good seeing him get that one tonight.
This form that you all are in, obviously the best of the year, but you were already in good form, and it seems like the last 2 games against the opponents that you needed to be kind of stepped it up even more. Is that coincidence, or what do you think has helped bring you all to another level?
To be honest, it all started from the training ground. Our mentality every day we come into training. Training is really hard. So when we train hard, we come on the field on game days and we play hard. So that's what you're seeing.
Normally, Speedy, you're not really a goal scorer. That's changed a little bit this year, but Hack was talking about how the third was really not coming, and then finally JJ does get it.
Yeah.
But on the field, do you feel a little anxious when, all right, you're up 2-0, but you still really look like you can score that third goal?
Yeah, normally I don't get anxious, but tonight I was a little anxious because the game was like we had control, but like one bad step and they could get one, and the game changes, you know. So that third one was huge.